Hey everyone. In the last video, you saw how our template snap project manages the interaction between dApps and snaps. In this video, we're going to look at the code and configuration of the snap itself. Let's get started. First, let's look at the general structure of the snap code. It's located in the packages/snap directory. Inside, there's a dist directory. It's not tracked by Git, and it contains the bundled snap code served during development. The src directory contains the source code and unit tests for your snap. snap.config.ts is the snap command line tools configuration. And finally, snap.manifest.json is where all the metadata for your snap lives. Let's start with that one. The snap manifest is the source of truth for all snap metadata. The snap publishing specification details all the fields and their requirements. Let's go over some of the most important ones. The version field is your snap's semantic version number and must match the version number in the snap's package.json. The proposed name, description, and icon path fields are all user-facing. They appear at various points during the user's interaction with the MetaMask UI, and they're also used in our snaps directory when your snap gets published. The SHA-SUM field is a SHA-256 hash of the contents of the snap code bundle, the optional icon, and all the fields from the manifest itself, except the checksum. When publishing your snap on NPM for production, it's important to make sure that the SHA-SUM is up to date. Our template includes a pre-publish only script that takes care of that for you automatically. The initial permissions field is one of the most important fields of the manifest. It details all the permissions that your snap needs in order to work. By default, a snap is completely cut off from the outside world and cannot do anything. Each activity that your snap needs to engage in, like doing a fetch, popping up a dialog, or showing transaction insights, needs to be specified in this section. We'll look at it more in further videos. Let's now turn our attention to the snap configuration file. The snap configuration file is used to configure the snap command line tool. The snap command line tool executes various tasks such as bundling a snap, serving the snap bundle on localhost, watching for changes to snap source code, and automatically rebundling. While these tasks can be configured directly from the command line, snap.config.ts allows you to make these configurations more permanent. The configuration file that comes with our template contains the most common options. The bundler option determines which tool will be used to bundle the snap. The default is Webpack. The server.port option determines on which port the bundle will be served in development. And the polyfills option is used when your code or some of your dependencies are using some Node.js modules like buffer or query string. These aren't included by default in the snap's execution environment, but they can easily be added there. The snap's CLI reference in our documentation goes over all the options available in the CLI. There's a link to it in this video's description. And now let's take a look at the source directory. The main module in the source directory is index.ts. This is where the snaps platform looks for specific exports by name. This template comes with a single export called onRPCRequest. This export is used only when a snap needs to expose an RPC API, and it goes along with the endowment RPC permission in the manifest. We're just using it as an example here. Other exports are For example, on transaction. Alongside index.ts, you'll find index.test.ts. This module shows you how to test your snap code using Jest. We created a package called @metamask/snapsjest. It contains some snaps-specific assertions that will help you test the output of your snaps code. Well, that's it for this video. As a recap, we've done a tour of the snap code that comes with our template monorepo. We've looked at the manifest file with all the metadata and permissions of your snap, the CLI configuration file, the source file that contains all the entry points of your snap, and the snapsjest package that allows you to test your snap. In further videos, we'll go in more detail about our permission system, as well as the different entry points that your snap can expose. Thanks for watching.